The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, Sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Contreras. Bulldozes in. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Hawkins. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice move to stay on his feet. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bruins want to move quickly.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Fuller. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Makes the grab. It's Fuller. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Direct snap. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And the Bruins get enough for the 1st down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're going back to the ground. there to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, UCLA 7, Oklahoma 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's got it on the right. At the 45 on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Starts to scramble to the left. He makes a catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll try the run. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Fuller. And the ball slipped out. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown Sooners. But scoop and score.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to get to him. He fires to the left side. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof, dude. He's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. End off from the shotgun. Smashes through. Oh, the pirouette. Oh, he spun him again. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. From the gun, the running back has it. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Snagged on the outside, it's Fuller. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Off he goes! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Off the play fake on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Power football with the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On the option. Now the toss. Breaks the tackle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Homer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The offense starts with a short field. They run the reverse. They stripped it out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Fair catch, called for and made. UCLA will go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the catch. It's Fuller. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll try to run for it. The Bruins get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it down to the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Good enough for 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UCLA 24, Oklahoma 21.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run.
Touchdown Sooners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Bruins. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Forced out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And after the incompletion, I know there's a big urge right now to just go for it, right? It's 4th and short. We can seize this thing. I think you just got to do the smart thing. You need a field goal. You're only trailing by a bit. Do the smart thing. Take the point. Still a lot of football to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Fuller.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. He's playing his best football right now.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel.
The end of regulation with the score all time.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for room. It's Hicks. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
They went up top on 2nd and short. Surely they stick to the ground here on 3rd and inches. Unloads quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He is such a dangerous weapon as a runner. It's almost as if it makes the defense tentative because they know the slightest of errors, and he's to the house.
No doubt about it. This is a guy that's going to hurt defenses throwing the football and running the ball as well. It stresses your defense in so many different ways. So this defensive coordinator now has got to find new ways to try and slow him down, contain him. You just got to get the ball out of his hands because when he's got it, man, he can kill you.
Makes the catch. It's Fuller. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, UCLA! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all...
Touchdown, Bruins! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
UCLA.
He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Sooners! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, Terrier.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. To the air, it's Hawkins. Skips away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. If he houses this, it's ball game. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Steps away. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Steps away to find some room. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Why not double the try total and go for 2? trying to pound their way in. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Wants to go up top. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
That's the end of another overtime, with the score still tied.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow.